Oh, lasso up top.
Got a lasso on the Sven, straight into the grip. There's nobody anywhere nearby. And those crits just rain down from Cuckoo. Sven dead for 70 seconds. Envy. I mean, he was just completely out on an island there. It was probably in the mindset of like, there's 2 dead. We're relatively safe. I can take some more dangerous farm. Unfortunately for him, all 3 of the remaining heroes were all waiting for him up top. Alright, FNATIC just farm stations for a little bit. Still have not been able to... Oh, they've actually deordered the entire map, right? There's not a single bit of radiant vision. So this gem has proved to be extremely useful. This is what TNC were hoping to do in the same kind of situation in the previous game, right? Pick up the gem and plunge the map into total darkness, be able to make some fairly chaotic plays. Did not work out for them, but it has worked out here somewhat for FNATIC, though Cuckoo is actually just going to go in and chop their tier 3 like it was nothing. And then head straight onto the range tracks because Envy is still dead for 10 seconds and Batrider's now found. Highlight going to drag him back with that BKB. Raven working on the racks. The melee's already dead. Cuckoo just going to doppel himself a bit further back. The primal split going to work. What can it actually do? Cuckoo's just focusing on the pandas. He will have his Lincolns popped, and the lasso's stolen by DJ! He goes in, he drags it back in, but PL is potentially just way too tanky. The right-click damage doing basically nothing. Envy jumps in now, but they've only found Tim's. They have to grab more. 1437 juking for dear life inside of the trees. Can he actually TP out? Ooh, just barely finished off. But FNATIC only claiming the 2 supports and losing almost an entire lane of racks. Man, nice steal by DJ, but unfortunately PL is so tanky. It's like not even that tanky. I guess FNATIC just don't have the damage without the Sven being able there to just stand and deliver. And with that, back to waiting, back to farming. Sven's got level 21, Dragonite level 24, opted for the Dragon's Blood regen armor. What else? DJ level 18, picking up some cast range at level 15. And Cuckoo, what is the next item going to be? He's got 4.5k gold. I mean, if he really wanted to, he could get a heart. Not really too much incentive.
He could get heart the last time, right?
Well, he got a stuff, and he was, and then this time around Abyssal Blade. I like this. It's even more tanky. Gives them another way to control heroes through BKB, which has been like the one thing that FNATIC have been trying to rely on, is the fact that their BKB cores are a little bit more difficult to control. As we've seen with the Fiend Script and the Lasso, it's not that they're completely uncontrollable, but that's going to make life even more difficult. TNC now just going to mop up the shrines, maybe wait around for the Roche, potential respawn in 5 seconds. Don't know when that's actually going to be popping back up. But it's, yeah, FNATIC with their backs up against the wall. I mean, they've been in this situation before, and I think it is still plausible for them to win this game with a huge Sven, but it's so disheartening to see Sven hit his first 3 items, like the Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, Blink Dagger, and then have to go back into a BKB Lincoln Sphere just so that he can feel like he can hit anybody. And Sven doesn't actually scale that crazy well into the late game. You're very much a hero that's designed around, you blink in, you one-shot something so that that hero doesn't get off any spells whatsoever, and then after that you probably get kited somewhat. So it's really important that you get that first hit, that first hammer blow is huge, though not so easy against this TNC side. Another smoke from FNATIC. They do have the Aghanim Scepter on the Night Stalker. They see everything. They're going to spot Tim's in the river. Do they choose to burst in? They're going to get the lift up, preventing the spiked Carapace. Once again, Tim's hits the floor. Cuckoo running around in invis. Does need to be careful. Doppel's a little bit further away. Sends the illusions back. Sam H takes to the skies. Ready to jump in. Envy still holding on to that ultimate button. And in fact, Roshan early respawn. I don't think either team has scouted this, but Pylai will come and find it as he makes his way over. Sam H also going to throw in a sticky. He knows what's going on. and at this point it just becomes a game of posturing. Unfortunately, FNATIC do have to push out bottom lane since it's already been raxed, but Envy is already on his way over, and TNC with a slightly better control around Roshan, not only because of this bottom lane of Rax, but also because they've taken out the top shrine from the FNATIC side. So they are not really going to be able to get over there that easily to contest. And Cuckoo knows it. I think they're just going to let bottom lane push itself naturally. They deal with mid. They're going to smoke up as 4. And Cuckoo heads straight into the pit. Meanwhile, Sam H and 1437 going to maintain vision around here over on the high ground. They've been struggling to keep up wards, but it is at least daytime. Highlight Die gonna have it. It'll ultimate up soon. The smoke breaks. Sam H still just running on the front. He's gonna get slowed down by the Dragon Form. Abed jumps into the back line. He manages to find 147, but he gets knocked back. Avatar's combo. They've lost the Bane. Cuckoo's still in the midst of all of this. He picks up the cheese. Who's picked up the Aegis? It wasn't actually.
Oh my god.
Find it in the midst of all this. He's got the cheese. He's got the Abyssal Blade. He's gonna try and work down Envy, but he's just getting cleaved. Still needs to be careful. Nice stun from Tim's. Catches onto 2. Envy coming back with the ultimate stun stolen from DJ. It catches onto 3. He manages to pop his Ghost Scepter. He's still running. The Primal Split now coming out. Raven is quite low. Can he finish this kill? The Tree Grab is not going to finish that one. And now the Brewmaster coming back out there working on Cuckoo, but Envy is just getting kited. Can't do enough damage against the Butterfly. Abed might be able to help him, however. Dragon Tail, not enough mana. He's actually being oomed, probably by the Nyx Assassin. In the midst of all of this, is Sam H with the sticky stacks. Will continue kiting. 4 stacks up on Envy. They will end up losing Tim's as Pylai Die runs them down. And FNATIC just chasing for every kill that they can get at the stage. Cuckoo does have an Abyssal Blade back off cooldown, and FNATIC, I mean, if Cuckoo had actually picked up that Aegis, very different fight, but Envy with the presence of mind to realize that it had not been grabbed and just saunter in there and pick up the Aegis.
The fact that he got that was game saving, because I felt like without it they just lose that fight. And maybe
gotta be careful. There's only 3 of you here. Pylai Die on the front lines. He's also got the Lincoln, so they can't just nightmare him. 1437 gonna tap the shrine. Can they force tap him a little bit further away? Cuckoo's gonna come charging in with a double damage here. Can't afford to get stunned. Pop the Manta. Fiend Script coming out. 1437 might get that stolen. DJ with the cancel. Has the Fiend Script ready to go. Is it gonna go over on the Phantom Lancer? It will. The Nightmare comes out to cancel it, but still Envy charging forward. One more hit is gonna do it. 1437. Their base is in shambles. They don't have a creep wave. They've spent too much time on the Radiant side of the map.
That's fine. It's only the range rack. Alright, they'll push it out again. I mean, for what they accomplish, losing the range racks is a very small price to pay. Now Envy has the
They just wanted to get more, right? They were like, oh yeah, we just killed Phantom Lancer. Time to go push. Wait. But yeah.
No creep. Lincoln's is up now. Yeah, Envy is getting pretty big at this point, but it just feels like it's not enough, and he does queue up for the item that will make it enough, the Daedalus.
Is this just like the I hope I don't roll any misses when I try and burst whoever I'm bursting? Like, I guess only the PL has evasion. Raven is working on a BKB. That always feels super bad as Tiny, right? You've got a bunch of status resistance. Pi is chasing after him to the ends of the earth. I think Pylai Die has had a really good game. The 2 FNATIC supports, I think, have been really keeping them in it in the last little bit in these last few engagements. Pi finding some really crucial pickoffs. And Abed now with the plus 40 strength. They're 3200 health. Sitting on the front line. Since Cuckoo does not want to use this buyback, will not be able to force it. There is a glyph available as well. They could go for a toss back, but need to be careful of the immediate initiation of universe. They've still got the vision up out of the high ground. They need to be cautious. Raven jumps out, tossing the nice spike out, but Envy just blaming through everything. And does just barely manage to get up the spike carapace, but Envy with the DKB still finishes them off. And now they've got the Fiend Script once again. Oh, and the Phantom Lancer. Cuckoo makes it out of it. Envy getting kited around somewhat. They get the silence out of the PL. Raven blinking around, Avatossing everything that he can. DJ taking damage, but they're onto the racks now. Envy making quick work of it. The glyph will get popped. God Strength is running out in a second. Abed almost has a follow-up Dragon Form. He did pop the first one under an Arcane Rune. Cuckoo coming in, but just can't seem to get the damage to stick. Needs his team there with the lockdown. Needs the lasso to land, but Last on cooldown for 30. Cuckoo still on the front lines. Universe jumping in aggressively. Stun does catch into Sam H. He's going to be able to force staff himself a little further back out. Cuckoo focusing on his DJ. This time around, Eternal Envy also going to end up getting dropped. Cuckoo finding momentum in this fight. Abed's in the midst of all of it. He's also got his BKB, pops the Dragon Form. Will just try and fight this one out. Universe also trying to help out the Cuckoo. Looks like he's just doing way too much damage. The red numbers are flying. Abed clearing the illusions decently, but Cuckoo just keeps on making more. Universe is next on the list. Triple kill for Cuckoo. And now Pile Die might be the next one to fall. He doesn't want to lose this gem, but he's got no choice. Lasso gets dropped down. Raven finds the double, and with that, TNC find the full team wipe. Everybody on FNATIC has a buyback available, and the bottom lane is pushing in, so TNC should be able to force at least something, but man, that was a hectic fight. Like,
I think the big problem in that fight was that. Oh, okay, buyback. Multiple buyback, 3 buyback. They're getting a lot out of this. 4 buyback.
And the glyph.
Okay, I mean, that was good for TNC. We saw multiple stuns that are used against the illusions of the PL, and I don't know exactly what Cuckoo did that led FNATIC to believe.
Stream is dead again. Oh god.
But I saw like, oh, the stream is dead? Alright, I'll turn it on. Should I turn it on?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, alright, you're good.
Stream's back on. Sorry about that technical difficulty, but the base continues, and now we're gonna see PL being stunned up. Very, very tanky. Now Envy gonna go in. He's gonna pop
force step away. They're just wasting his time. They got the Fiend script from miles away. 147 controlling him nicely. Abed coming over trying to cancel, but Envy might just be done. Cuckoo about to bring him down. That's Envy with the dieback. Cuckoo still wailing on everybody. They've got the lasso onto the Dragon Knight. They're working through him. Sam H now running forward. They get the Nightmare over onto the DJ. Looks like Cuckoo should just be able to finish this game in one fell swoop. There's the ultra kill. The stream really chose the absolute worst time to die, huh?
I mean, look, we picked it up, and they call it GG, and FNATIC. Well,
that's it?
Yeah, that's it. TNC will beat their arch nemesis of this week, I guess. And get sweet, sweet revenge.
Yeah. Another, I mean, they do still have one more match to play. They're going to be moving on to the grand finals here of the Bucharest Major SEA qualifiers. And yeah, FNATIC back to the drawing board. I think a reasonable showing, given that they made a roster substitution. I mean, like we were saying at the beginning of the series, it's not like Ohio is a